Hello friends, today I'll be talking about case study analysis and presentation. We all know that for any management programs, whether it is in BBA level or at MBA level, even for other professional courses as well, we need to do some case study, right, during our regular programs. Now, there are a lot of videos on case study, how to analyze, how to make presentations. But based on my experience, close to 2 decades in teaching and as an expert and consultant, I'll give some simple tools and techniques to do the case study analysis and how you can make a very good presentation. Now, before I get into the topics of case study presentation, let me tell you why it is necessary. Case study over the years, initially it was started in Harvard Business School, then slowly it spread across the world in all business schools. Case study is a very common teaching pedagogy to make the aspiring managers to understand the business situation. At the same time, to make them feel the stress and the kind of intelligentsia they need to have to when they encounter a particular situation and challenge during their day-to-day functions, and what should be their approach towards that particular problem. Okay, see, decision taking is one of the main functions of any manager, correct? So as a manager, you need to take a decision. People say even not to decide, you have to decide for that. Yes, I'll not take a decision on this particular subject, okay, or concern. So that's why decision taking abilities is very, very important. And in case of any case, what is a case? Case means any problem and situation a company encountered, right? And as a manager, what should be your approach to address or come out with some solutions for that particular problem? There are many business simulation games also which helps you to understand the business dynamics, wherein if you take a decision, what would be the cost for the company and how that decision will be useful for the company. So there are different algorithms are used to find out that your decision taking abilities. Many business schools, they have the business simulation lab wherein you can simulate a particular situation. But having said that, that's a different aspect. But typically how the case study is analyzed and what should be your approach, let me give little bit of fundamentals on the case study. If you see that even in exam, okay, case study comes, right, like 20 marks, 30 marks, okay, the subjective question, it comes followed with some 4 or 5 questions and all. But there are different categories of case study. One is written case, what generally we do it. There are video case studies, there are audio case studies as well. But let us talk about the conventional case study method, which is written. But what do we do in general? These are caselets, small cases, maybe around 300 to 500 words, small case, small scenario, small situation, which you have to go through, you have to read, then you have to come out with the problems and give the solutions, right? But if the caselet comes with some 4 or 5 questions, that means already the problems are identified. You have to give the solutions only, correct? Now, many business schools, they have the big cases, right? A case like 50-60 pages, what you need to go through the whole day. The next day you have to come out with preparation, the kind of problems the company encounter, and you have to give your suggestions. That's a different scenario. But typically in a normal way, whenever a caselet is given to you, okay, what should be your approach, okay, towards that particular case. As I said, case is a problem or a challenge or a critical situation company encountered at a particular point of time. That's what many people say, that case study like post-mortem, okay, because already the situation happened in a particular given environment, okay. But if you do that case which happened like some 10 years or 15 years back, people say that that may not be relevant in today's context. But that's a different argument altogether. But your approach to analyze and how you come out with the problems and how you give solutions, I think that learning is very, very important. That's why in case study, what we say, it's not know how and what we have come out, but the process one follows to analyze and come out with the presentations or give the solutions. Okay, that's the real learning. Is not what but how. But it is very, very essential, and you will find out all textbooks after each lesson it comes with one or two small caselets, right? And all in teaching learning methods, everywhere you will find out case study is a common phenomena, right, in professional programs. Now the simple steps, okay, based on my experience, see, many times whenever a case is given to the students, they hurry, okay, what is this all about, okay. And I say that you look at the jungle, not to a particular tree. That means initially you don't try to find out the problem itself. You read like a story. Once you go through the case 3-4 times, automatically you will have some understanding on the case, whole scenario, right? Scenario building, that's very, very important. Once you understand the complete scenario, then it becomes very easy for you. Then try to find out who is the protagonist in that particular case, who is the person who is playing the main role, correct? Whether the problem is related to any particular discipline, whether it is marketing, finance, HR, we have separate cases for each discipline, but there are some cases which cuts across all discipline, like multidisciplinary cases, right? So that's again a different scenario. But let us take domain specific marketing, finance, or HR case. So let us identify who is the protagonist, okay, what kind of challenges the company is facing, okay, and then you have to give the probable solutions to that particular case. Now what you are supposed to do to analyze the case, see, that's why it's very, very important that your first semester or second semester, all the fundamental subjects, you have good strong holding. That means, what do we say in management, you should have good analytical skills, good perceptual skills, good technical skills, conceptual skills. These are very, very fundamental. So once you are clear in the fundamentals in the first 2 semesters, then it becomes very easy for you to understand a particular situation or scenario, correct? So that's very, very important. So if you find out who is the protagonist, what kind of challenges he or the company is facing right that particular point of time, then you can identify the problems. But many times what happens, we confuse or mix up problems with the symptoms, right? What are the symptoms and problems? Symptom means like, I have high temperature, correct? That's the symptoms. But immediately that no one can say that, no, I have fever. High temperature may be due to some infections or maybe some other reasons also, right? We need to visit to the doctor to find out exactly what is the reason for having high temperature. So symptom is high temperature, correct? The problem statement is whether you have fever or is due to because of some infection, correct? So problem recognition is very, very important. If we can identify the problems, then giving solution is not a big challenge. But therein, most of us, we make mistakes, right? To identify the problems, we take symptoms as a problem, then give solutions. So everything go for a everything goes for a toss, correct? So that's the one area we must be very, very careful. Then what we have to do? We have to do a SWOT analysis is very important. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. What kind of strength and weaknesses the company has, right? And what are the opportunities and threats outside environment? If you do a SWOT analysis, that give us complete scenario, complete picture about the company, where it stand, okay, what are the areas the company are very strong, what are the areas company needs to develop, okay, and what kind of opportunities are there in the market in terms of new market opportunities or customer needs and preferences, okay, or vis-a-vis the competitors, what kind of edge your company has, right? And threats in terms of competitions, in terms of no substitute, in terms of no lesser price product, okay, reasonably good quality. So those might be the threat which are present in the environment. So if you can do a SWOT analysis, probably that helps us or gives us more clarity on that particular problem. Then once you identify the problem, then giving solution, okay, it's not very difficult if your fundamentals, what I said, that fundamental subject concepts are very clear. Now here also, when you give the solution, you always don't try to find out the solution within the given text, okay, within the given case. There may be solutions outside the case also. So you must be open, or our mind must be very open, correct, that to find out the solutions, but it has to be rational. That's very important. Like, no, I need money, so so what would be the rationality, how I can get money? I can take some money from my friends, correct, I can borrow money, okay, I can take loan from the bank. So these are rational, okay, approaches. But can I think that all of a sudden in my dream that one gunny bag full of money will come and it will be there in front of my house, okay? So those irrational thoughts will not help in this case. It has to be rationalized. I think that is very important. Solutions may not be there within the case, but if you understand the problems well and if your fundamentals are clear, in that case you can always bring out solutions, okay, even beyond the scope of the case. I think that's the learning. So this is the particular process, right? How we analyze a case is itself is a learning, and more we do this kind of case study analysis, we'll see that our clarity on a particular concepts, okay, becoming more and more strong over a period of time. So that is very important. That's why case study is so important. But we see that most of the times we take very we are lethargic, okay, our approach, okay, towards a case study, okay. If it is given a group case study, okay, maybe some of the students, they take interest, just they keep silent, okay, while making presentation, one or two people make presentations. All of you need to contribute, all of you need to make a presentations, all of you need to use your brain to analyze the case. So in that case it helps. If it is a group case study, in that case it is more useful as far as your learning process is concerned, and you need to take case study very seriously. So how will you present the case study, okay, that is also very important. So let us keep the steps very simple. Now once you go through the case 2-3 times, try to find out the protagonist, who is the main character in the case, and you are able to differentiate between symptoms and problems, and you have identified the problems, right? Then you have to give the solutions. Solutions must be rationalized, practical solutions, not outside the something very okay unreasonable kind of thing. Those things will not help you out. Now you have to do a small SWOT analysis, that also you have to make a presentation for the SWOT analysis, correct? Then each problems you have to give the solutions, then you have to give the conclusions, you have to give the summary of what you have done at the end. So number one step, it comes introductions. You will give the brief, what you have understood about that particular case, maybe one paragraph small write-up, that will be your understanding. Once you go through 3-4 times throughout the case, you will have the clarity on that. Then you will do a SWOT analysis. That's very important. That will give the further clarity actually what the company is standing as of now, correct? Then you will do the problem identification, 1 2 3 4 5, correct? You have identified the problems and these are not symptoms. Once you have identified the problems, then we will give the solutions which are rational solutions, reasonable and rational solutions, right? Once you give the solutions for all the problems you've identified, then we will give the conclusion. Conclusion means you will sum up everything at the end. Okay, so these are the problems the company encounter and these are solutions briefly you should give. So this is typically how should be your approach towards a case whenever you do any case study analysis as a part of your curriculum. And this is a very simple approach. Okay, let us not make it complicated. If you follow these steps, I believe that you will learn. Okay, you will learn more and more on a particular case. Okay, and as I said that some cases are domain specific. Okay, as a part of marketing, finance, HR, you'll be doing different case studies, and some cases will be multidisciplinary. Okay, wherein you will find out there are marketing problems, finance, as well as production issues are there. So in that case, it becomes little bit more challenging. So you need to be very thorough as per your understanding is concerned. But generally we do domain specific case study, and if you follow these simple approaches, I'm sure that you will be able to analyze the case and you can make a very good presentation. Okay, so this I thought of bringing to all of you, because as you all are doing case study analysis and presentation as a part of your curriculum in each subject, okay, in MBA, BBA, or in other professional courses. So I thought of sharing my little bit of experience on the subject. Okay, try to make it more simple. Okay, as far as your approach is concerned towards case study analysis and presentation. And I'm sure that this would be useful. But if you refer internet and go through books, you'll find out a lot of other things are also involved. Okay, whenever we do the case study analysis, like if the case is no typical multidisciplinary case, sometimes we need to do the industry analysis, Porter's 5 forces analysis, so on and so forth. Even we can do the BCG matrix analysis. Okay, a lot of analysis or analytical tool we can make use of, okay, during analyzing a particular case. But in general what I said, okay, most of the times we'll see that these simple steps are used, okay, for analyzing a particular case and making a presentation for that case, right? So I'm sure that this small video will be useful in your learning process. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to bring out lot of other good videos, educational videos for all of you based on my experience. And as I said, that I think YouTube is the best platform wherein the whole world, okay, is my audience, probably, if they like my experience sharing. So I have taken up the YouTube as a platform wherein I can share my knowledge, and you can share your views also in the comment box. So that's the way how we can collaborate, right? So social media is the next platform, okay, beyond university or any institutions, wherein a lot of learning can happen. It has been happening, and I want to put my best effort to see that, okay, whatever little knowledge I have, I can share with all of you. Thank you so much, and happy learning, and see you until then. Bye bye, take care.